If water is life, then what is death? Well, we all know that water is the ultimate reincarnator, right? She's infinitely adaptable, always changing form and phase and function, and she cannot be destroyed. So what does that tell us about our own spirits, which are given form by water and resonate within us as vibrations channeled through the superconductive network of structured water in our bodies? Dr. Gilbert Ling suggested from his experiments that death is when the structure of water disappears. That was his distinction between life and death, and I really think it's a tenable one. I would add that structured water is only one dimension to life and on its own is not life. However, structured water has the highest state of consciousness or awareness due to its infinite and unfathomable anomalies that give order and direction to life. And certainly without it, there is no life. Without structured water in the body, all function is absent. No signals can be conducted through the body without structured biowater. No brain waves, no electromagnetism in the heart field, no nerve signals. So it may not be a perfect definition because, of course, if someone is suddenly shot in the heart and they die, all of their water in their body would immediately lose its structure. But interestingly, the second you die, you do instantaneously weigh about 20 grams less. But the biowater would immediately be conducting less vibration and less signaling and cell function over time. So it makes me wonder about the countless indigenous cultures who postpone burial rituals for many days after death, conducting ceremonies believing that the spirit takes its time to leave. The water would also take a bit of time to fully destructure to the point that it could no longer hold any capacity for current or consciousness. As Alan Watts said, "My death will be a disappearance of a certain pattern in the water." And we can clearly see that as we age towards death, or as we develop various diseases, the body water loses its structure. The intracellular fluid of a person with any disease, regardless of its labeled diagnosis, is significantly less structured and more prone to entropy than that of a healthy or a biologically youthful person. In his book Light After Life, Dr. Konstantin Korokov measured the cellular energy leaving a body after death using GDV cameras. And in most cases, the energy flow ceased from the body after about 60 hours. Korokov started his book by posting the statement, "Death does not exist, as the body energy moves to soul energy, that is cellular memory of all of life's experiences, and to the afterlife." Now also the 60-hour cycle seems to apply to plants and animals too, so the life force energy of all living species expires after about 60 hours. It's plausible that that's how long it takes biowater to fully destructure, so that it no longer holds the crystalline pathways of connection through which the life force energy of the spirit can flow. Now in Maori, the word for spirit is wairua, which means two waters, and the Huna word for water is also the same as the word for spirit or etheric energies. Many languages point to the same symmetry, water as a vessel of life, an incarnation of the Holy Spirit. But just as water holds the power of life, it also holds the power of death. 80% of disease worldwide is caused by unclean drinking water, and all states of disease are traceable to forms of dehydration, either mineral deficiencies in the body's salt water, or destructuring of the biowater, or deuteration of the biowater, etc. Now, worldwide, we can also see that the driest and most drought-stricken regions also have the highest rates of violent conflict and death. Now, in Veda Austin's insightful work with hydroglyphs, which is an emerging language of divining water crystallography, she's asked water to expound on its perception of death. And the glyph that water showed her was the exact same as the symbol for life. Life and death are intrinsic to one another, and they are both under the dominion of water. If you want to dive deeper into this and other very esoteric aspects of water wisdom, please join us for the new Spirit of Water course. It's a series of live interactive calls starting in November. You can enroll at waterislife.academy and use the code EARLYBIRD to get 10% off until October 26th. And if you're seeing this video after the live course event, those videos will still be available as a course at waterislife.academy. So